Today, we're going to talk about two watches that I picked up recently at an estate sale. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the Last Stop Watch channel. On this channel, I like to talk about watches, buying watches, collecting watches, and sometimes fixing and building watches. If you like the content you see here, the biggest thing you can do to help the channel is to share videos that you like, press the like button on those videos, and then subscribe. It really does help me get the motivation to make more of these videos. So today I wanted to show off two watches that I just picked up at an estate sale. Now, these watches I paid probably way too much money for, but I'll explain why a little bit later on in the video. Before we get into the watches that I have, let's do a really quick wrist check. This is the watch that I'm wearing today. It is one of my earlier builds. As a matter of fact, this watch is from a video from over 2 years ago. The movement is a Miyota 8125, and all of these parts were sourced from AliExpress. I'll try to put a link up here somewhere for you so you can see. But that's not really the point of this video today. So as I said, I went to an estate sale. I picked up two watches. The first of which is this very pretty Elgin watch. Now this, get the calipers out here, but this has, if you can tell on the camera, a like square pattern across the dial, or across the, this has a square pattern across the crystal, and I have tried to do a pretty good job of cleaning up some of the scratches. I probably need to go back and get some of the deeper scratches, but the sunburst pattern on the dial, if it can show through, is so beautiful. It's so elegant, and the way the light just bounces off of this is quite amazing. I love the color. I love the movement. The movement is actually, if you look on the back here, it's an ETA 2873 movement. The case and the case back are all stainless steel. And the watch itself, I'm not even really sure. I couldn't find very much information on it. The movement number is a super generic ETA movement of vintage watches, but I couldn't find like an actual date anywhere. There's nothing on the inside of the watch, and I'll try to put some video of that up here. But there's nothing on the inside of the watch that tells me anything that I know of about when this watch might have been manufactured. So if you know when this watch was manufactured, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to know how old this watch actually is. Now, this is of course not the standard or the OEM strap for this. This is a, and I'm going to mispronounce this, a Speidel uh, Flexi band, which was very popular. I wear it sometimes. It looks pretty good on the wrist. Um, I'm not a fan of the flexi bracelets at all, but this one doesn't pinch, so it's not terrible. Now, if we look here, we've got a lug to lug of 40 mil, and the case, including the crown, is about 36 mil roughly. And with the crystal, you're looking at about 12 mil thick. So this Elgin DF519 is watch number one that I bought. Now the second watch I picked up is this vintage Lucerne skin diver. On the back here you can see a little diver with three fish, or 3 stars and a fish. There's no real model information on the back. I haven't opened this up yet because the tools I have, I don't know. Well, one, I don't know if this is a screw off back or if it's a pop off back. It almost looks like a pop off back, but I don't want to try that and it be a screw off back. But the watch is working just fine, so I really don't want to open it up. But it's ticking away. It's got this, you know, in my opinion, kind of borderline useless bidirectional bezel with literally no click action whatsoever. It just kind of freely spins. The watch dial itself kind of reminds me of a roulette table. I really dig the square design. It's pretty cool. And it's got this, I guess, racing strap almost. That says L3418 on it. Fits very comfortably on the wrist. And I think it looks pretty good. Some measurements for this Lucerne watch. You're looking at about 40 mil here, a little under 40 mil from side to side. And since it's pretty much, well, not really a square, I guess. Wait, if we do lug to lug, we're looking at 41.3 mil there. And then our thickness is right at 12.5. Let me know what you think about these watches in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, going back to my opening comments on how much I actually spent on these watches. Well, I was at an estate sale with my wife, and I had looked at the watches when we came in, and we had kind of wandered around, and she had picked up some really neat antique sewing stuff. And I had looked at a couple of alarm clocks they had sitting there. When we got up to the register to pay for everything, I just casually asked my wife what she thought we should offer for it, and I did not think that maybe we shouldn't have been talking so closely to the lady at the front desk, but my wife blurted out $300. And I took it, but I took it for a reason. You see, the lady at the counter had mentioned to me that her husband had left her a bunch of watches as well. And my hope was that if I purchased these at a little bit more than I was willing to spend on them, that maybe it would open the door to finding more watches to bring in and review. I've yet to hear from the woman, and I'm hesitant to contact her at a job because I don't know if it was, appropriate for her to be discussing personal business and work business, or if it's just her business altogether. I don't know, and I didn't want to ask. So I'm happy with the purchase. I did spend too much money on these, um, but I'm very happy with the purchase, and they make a really good addition to the collection. So it was just a really quick video. I wanted to show you guys the latest addition to my collection. I am adding and removing watches here and there. Now, as a matter of fact, if you remember, I reviewed a Bodary watch a while back, and that watch has now found a new home with my friend David, who owns the company Retrotech Restoration. If you have any comments or questions about anything you've seen in the video, please let me know in the description. Please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. As always, I hope you've enjoyed watching the video as much as I have making it. My name is Bryant. This is the Last Stop Watch channel. Have a great day.